The lecture is called The Connected Consumer, and it presents my research around new digital technologies such as Internet of Things, smart connected technologies, artificial intelligence in marketing.
So the agenda for this seminar is about research in technology and digital marketing. We will first start to present the hot topics in research and marketing. Then I will present you my research about the connected consumer, all about IoT, intelligent networked technologies and artificial intelligence in marketing, with technology acceptance models and theories. Then we will apply the technology acceptance models to artificial intelligence and IoT related technologies, understanding the acceptance of intelligent networked objects and IoT environment. So there will be 3 studies. One about connected objects, one about smart supermarkets, and then different studies about acceptance of smart homes, autonomous vehicles, and chatbots. And we will measure then the consequences of networked objects on consumer well-being. So we measure first the antecedents of these intelligent network technologies on adoption of these technologies, and then we will measure the consequences of these intelligent networked objects on consumer well-being. Then I will present a very recent research about the effects of social capital of social media on well-being. And we have different studies. One was done before and another during the COVID-19 pandemic. So we will see the impact of social media on social capital and how social capital impacts well-being. And we will see if the pandemic changes this impact. And finally, we will see the theory, context, characteristics, methodology review protocol, also called TCCM, which is very useful to do a literature review and can help you to do your literature review. And I will show it on the example of research I've just published in Journal of Business Research about 30 years of research about loyalty programs.
My name is Lars Meyer-Waden. Meyer-Waden is my family name. Lars is my first name. And I'm actually German. I've now also the French nationality because I've been living now for more than 20 years in France. So I'm professor in marketing at TSM. And I have an affiliation also in a executive program called Business Science Institute. I'm operating this in Asia, so in Bangkok. I'm also the head of the marketing research team at TSM Research. I'm the head also of a master, which is called International Marketing of Innovation. And this master degree is actually operated with different universities in Asia and Germany. I'm a co-supervised PhD at the University of Po, southwestern France, and Karlsruhe Institute of Technology, which is in Germany. Formerly, I was product manager at L'Oreal, and I have a master degree in direct marketing, which today is called customer relationship management. What are my research domains? So you will see with me, and if you work with me, I'm rather working, so mainly I'm working on customer relationship management, namely loyalty programs where I've published extensively, service recovery, personalization through big data, then how the digital technologies such as IoT and AI can be introduced in the marketing strategies and how they impact, how these tools in the large sense impact consumer behavior such as satisfaction, loyalty, engagement, and customer lifetime value, how they impact well-being. So the important concept now in marketing too, next to satisfaction and loyalty. Does products or service consumption impact positively or negatively well-being? And actually, these are the dark sides. How these, for example, personalization issues impact negatively consumer behavior. My second pillar of research is about new technology acceptance. That is how IoT, AI, autonomous cars, chatbots, smart stores, smart flats can be integrated in marketing strategies. And there I'm mainly working, I've defended a PhD about IoT, so about smart homes. I've also actually a DBA dealing with smart homes. with artificial intelligence. I have a PhD student working on chatbots and on autonomous vehicles. Another student is also working on autonomous vehicles, because I'm actually co-working together with the university in Stuttgart, in Germany. And they have an autonomous car, which we can use for our experimentations, a Mercedes car. And they have also of level 3, because this is the maximum level of autonomous car we have today. And they have also developed and purchased a simulator, making us, enabling us to do experimentations in terms of level 5 autonomous cars, how people react when the car is fully autonomous, how do they feel, do they trust, how do they interact. So that is why I'm co-supervising 2 theses about that, because my colleague in Stuttgart has all these devices. And the last pillar is about big data management and firm performance, how in the large sense big data does impact marketing and subsequently firm performance. My work is published, so I don't go deeper in that. You can find my publications. If you want to download them, you know how to go with Business Source Ultimate, but if you don't, some of them might not be on Business Source Ultimate. And so if you cannot find them, if you want to read them, you can ask me and I will send them to you. They are basically Journal of Academic Marketing Science, Marketing Letters, Journal of Retailing, and more recently, as you have seen, I go more to these technologies. So the outlets are more technological outlets, such as technology forecasting, social change, International Journal of Electronic Commerce, Information and Management, which are more, let's say, technology-orientated outlets or journals. I've written some books about loyalty because, as I said, my main research domain is in the domain of customer loyalty.
My research is published in more than 100 publications, more than 20 journal articles in A, B, or C journals and top journals. I have more than 70 conference papers, 4 books, and 7 book chapters. I've published in academic and professional journals. So professional journals is the New York Wall Street Journal, and academic journals, A journals such as Information and Management, Journal of Retailing, Journal of the Academy of Marketing Science, Marketing Letters, but also technology journals, Technology Forecasting and Social Change, International Journal of Electronic Commerce, Journal of Business Research, Journal of Service Marketing, Journal of Retail and Consumer Services. And as you can see, my books are about loyalty. Unfortunately, they're only written in French. And they got different awards. I was awarded different times as the best management books rewards. And some of my articles are also among the most cited articles about loyalty program research.
So what are hot topics in marketing, and actually hot topics I'm working on? Most of the hot topics today are dealing with new technology. So for example, effects of technologies such as AI, IoT, robotizations, automation on marketing strategies and consumer behavior, how these technologies are accepted and how they impact finally consumer behavior. The second big pillar of such our hot topics is the role of marketing in creating well-being for people and society. So marketing is changing. It's not only aiming at satisfying customers' products and services, but next to satisfaction, marketing is also seen today as a tool to increase well-being, not only satisfaction. So we might be satisfied with our products, but do they make us happier or feel us better? This is probably not the case, because well-being, we will see this also in the seminar, is not only a financial concept, that is if we have money, but it's also a cognitive concept, a psychological concept, that is psychological well-being, a physical concept. So this is what we will see, and this is also one of the hot topics focused on by MSI, is the Marketing Science Institute in the US, and AFM is the French Marketing Association, Association Française du Marketing, and they are working every 2 years of hot topics. So if you want to have a look, you just search on Google hot topics in marketing, MSI, hot topic marketing AFM, you will find the priorities, the research priorities, and they are good indicators for you on which topics you should work on, because your target is to make a contribution to literature, to theory. Another pillar is measurability of marketing, customer loyalty management, and CRM. We have today a lot of different databases where we can measure consumer behavior, where we can measure cost. So, for example, the concept of customer lifetime value is also a hot topic today. In other words, it means how we can measure marketing efficiency individually by customer, compared to traditional marketing, where we measure marketing efficiency only through sales and market shares. Today, we are able to operationalize them on the individual level together with for individual customers, for example, through the concept of customer lifetime value. Personalization, how personalization and big data can impact customer behavior. There, the hypothesis is that the more we personalize products and services, the more they should satisfy customers, and the more they should be loyal, and the higher should be also the purchase intensity. So there is not a lot of research about that. So there's still space for research to test through experimentations and field service how personalization impacts consumer behavior. And on the other side, also how this personalization also impacts privacy issues. In other words, how personalization might create negative side effects, because we know that a lot of data is collected about us. This might, on the one hand, create positive effects if we have personalized products, the right product at the right moment, for the right customer. On the other hand, this might create negative effects because of privacy issues, that we feel too much intrusion in our private life. And finally, still related, big data management, effects on marketing strategies and consumer behavior and firm performance. This is more a strategic marketing topic.
This hot topic is strongly related to the measurability of marketing, customer loyalty or customer lifetime value, and big data management, how marketing tools and marketing strategies impact firm performance. So there's the interface and interlink between management science disciplines, namely marketing and finance, and how these strategies impact firm performance.
These are some of the hot topics. There are others, innovation and co-creation. These are also some of the hot topics. So I invite you to look at the web page of MSI and AFM to see more hot topics. But as you will see, most of them are related to technologies today. Here are some hot topics. I'm actually working on the impact of artificial intelligence on marketing strategies, chatbots and autonomous vehicles, and how they impact consumer behavior. I have a recent thesis working on IoT and autonomous vehicles, and also how this impacts marketing strategies and consumer behavior. I have a recent thesis working on platform economy and how efficient business models can be elaborated for platform operators such as Uber, Airbnb. I have a thesis about smart home acceptance and smart cities, which is in doctoral candidate in Bangkok, in Thailand. I have another thesis about disruptive technologies, IoT, AI, augmented reality, and the acceptance in retail. I have another thesis in Germany about artificial intelligence in sales and marketing, and how algorithmic pricing, that is personalized prices, impacts marketing and corporate performance.
So in summary, the hot topics about technology are mainly about the interface between customers and technologies. For example, the use of AI and IoT for personalization and privacy issues. What is the role of human technology robot interfaces and automation that play in the marketing strategies? What role does personalization play in the digital world? The influence of personalization on well-being and loyalty. How do privacy issues affect well-being and loyalty? What is the trade-off between privacy and personalization issues? What are the ethical issues of big data collection and usage? And do digital media such as AI and IoT increase the subjective and collective happiness and well-being of consumers and ultimately loyalty?
These are some theses I have one thesis which is very mathematical orientated about how to measure customer lifetime value. That is how all the value a consumer is creating during his or her life can be measured. I have another thesis about the longitudinal evolution of loyalty, so how loyalty changed in the last 10 to 20 years. I'm still working on it. So we have panel data where we observe for more than 100 fast-moving consumer good categories how loyalty changed, if it increased or decreased or stayed stable. I have a thesis about e-word of mouth, thesis about IoT applications and consumer behaviors. I have a thesis about personalization issues in the attention economy. And last but not least, I've supervised HDR, is actually the accreditation to supervise researchers. So when assistant professors want to become professor, they have to defend that. So I've supervised in 3 of HDRs. And so these are some of my topics. We will start now with the short video. Technology acceptance models, which are the base of factors that explain technology acceptance. In this video, you will see the basic model of TAM, which means technology acceptance model, and you will see also the extended models that exist. They are actually necessary to understand what will follow. And then you have the basis to understand the research about IoT acceptance, about AI acceptance, and there are also some articles you can read to enhance your knowledge about that.